Hi, this is Phoenix Song, and I want to introduce to you my project with the Novation Launchpad Pro. This is a custom firmware specifically for the Electron Digitakt. Mode that you're looking at right here is a way to select different samples for a particular channel. These up here control the octave, but you won't need that in this mode. That's more for the melodic modes. This button down here, the sends, is very important. It puts you in a mode that 8 MIDI channels are available here that you can select them to select the channel here, and these are for different devices. We'll get into that later. You can also hold shift to get above 8, and this will select channels 9 through 16 there. So this mode's all about hitting a note, but right before that sending a CC message to change the sample slot on the Digitakt, so you can do some crazy mixes that you wouldn't have had available to you with your Digitakt just off the surface. You could do it on the Digitakt, but this you don't have to hit any shift keys to get to. This will change your pattern. Hit the triggers. Change the octave on those triggers. The keyboard-like thing right here is a way to transpose the key on some of the pages. Session mode is very interesting here. Great color scheme here, a nice little tropical fade here or something like that. Each of these is kind of like the Ableton session mode, except this, these different buttons each trigger a different pattern on the Digitakt. So it won't tell you which ones are being used or not. You'll have to go off of that for now. We're going to need some sort of more information from Electron on how to get that information out, so we can only show patterns on this that are actually existing. Up here, when you hit the user button, you have a range of your different functions here. So this is your sample changer button. This one is an interesting mode. This is usually keyed to, say, your bass drum, and then this would be your snare, and then these are each melodic instruments that could be used depending on how you set up your Digitakt. Results may vary as you use different samples. This is a minor scale, not a major scale, for default here. This one is a mode that combines just a major scale, but also arpeggios. Another very handy function is if you hold the shift button and one of these, you can hot select 2 different instruments on the note and devices button. This is good for performances. This one is a straightforward keyboard type design, so you can play like on your keyboard. And the red button, which I'm going to probably shift up here as I develop it more, shifts it so you've got your standard starting on C, but up here it starts on G. I want to give a big thank you to Novation for doing the unthinkable and open sourcing this piece of hardware and giving it a real MIDI out so that it could be a truly open-ended instrument